Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rick Wagner. I'm a product manager in Novell's Identity and Security Management Business Unit. What I'd like to do today is give you an overview of what we showed in the keynote demonstration for Identity Manager 4, one of the upcoming releases this summer that we're very excited about. So what I'm going to do is run you through just a few of the demonstrations that we did, give you an idea of some of the new great features that we're bringing to market when we release the Identity Manager 4 product. So one of the first things that I'm going to show to you, one of the new exciting features that we have is something that we call the Role Mapping Administrator. A great tool for for Identity Manager administrators and line of business managers to work collaboratively in order to decide what users should be provisioned to based upon their role. So what I have here is the Role Mapping Administrator, and let's run through real quick just to see how that works. On this side of the screen, this represents the Identity Vault and all of the roles that are defined within the Identity Vault. And then over on this side of the screen, we have all of the systems that Identity Manager is connected to. So as you can see right here, I'm showing Active Directory, or I could simply pull down and show like a CRM system. So we'll start over here in Active Directory, and let's say that I wanted to filter down and show, maybe find out all of the accounting groups. So I'm going to put in a description of accounting, select the type group, say OK, and again I can very easily filter down and see the groups that I want to be able to map to an existing role. So maybe I want people over here in the New York group, in the New York role, to have access to, say, the accounting group within Active Directory. So I simply drag the accounting group over to the New York role, and I would type in a description, something you would put that's a little bit more meaningful. I say OK, and then let's pick something maybe from the CRM system. Maybe I want New York people to be able to go to the forecast module within CRM, and again I'll type another real meaningful description, say OK, and then from this point all I have to do is simply hit apply, and it's going to ask me to confirm these mappings. I say OK, and now these updates are automatically added as mappings to the Identity Vault. Any user that's currently a member of that role is automatically going to be provisioned to those resources, and any new user, of course, is going to be provisioned as well. So this is, again, a fantastic utility to really speed the process of being able to provide the right resources to the right individuals. So now let's go to the next piece that we demonstrated Monday, and it's some updates that we're making to the Identity Manager web interface that users utilize in order to manage their identities. We've really done some major work here in order to provide a very intuitive work dashboard, a single pane of glass for people to be able to see everything about their identity, work that they have to do, roles that they've been assigned to, as well as any outstanding requests they've made. So over on this side of the screen, you can see that I have Sandra Blackwell and some basic identity information, things that she can do as far as settings, availability, when she's going to be out of the office, etc. But then over here on this side of the screen, the task notifications are things that is outstanding work for her to do. So these are all of the different requests that are waiting for her for some type of action. If I go to the Roles tab, I can see the roles that she's assigned to, and then the request status is anything that she's requested access to and the current status that that's in. Now, one of the other major improvements that we've made within Identity Manager is what we refer to as the resource model. And really the resource model is a very simplistic way of defining the entitlements that users can request access to or be assigned to in terms that they know and that they understand, and not in the the usual IT cryptic terms that we like to come up with. If Sandra wants to manage other people within her organization, we can simply go here. She can type in somebody in her organization, Justin, click on that, say manage, and we very quickly switch to a different view where we're still Sandra, but yet we're managing the user Justin, and we can see things, information about his identity. Again, a really good way for managers to be able to gain insight into people within their organization. So the last thing that I'd like to go through, and one of the other new things that we're bringing to market with Identity Manager 4, is some comprehensive reporting. One of the things that auditors really like is a lot of paper, so we're going to be providing a lot of out-of-the-box reports based upon direct customer input from previous releases. So within the Identity Manager reporting tool, we've got the repository of reports, and within the repository, we have a way to edit report definitions, also create notifications, so who we want to send the reports to, maybe who needs to be copied on those reports, and then also be able to schedule reports. So we can set up a scheduled run. Let's say if this is a separation and duty violation report, maybe this is something that we want to do weekly or daily. So we'll say this is the daily review, and we can set a start date. We'll go ahead and set today, and we want to run the frequency of daily, and let's set the end date to this time next year. And we'll save that. Now we've actually scheduled this report to run on a daily basis, and we can simply go over to the calendar view and see that now we have this new report, SOD violation report, scheduled to run every day for the right people to review to make sure that we're staying in the appropriate approvals and the appropriate violations and being able to monitor against service level agreements. So this is just a brief overview of Identity Manager 4 and some of the new things that we're bringing to market. We're very excited about it. We think this is going to be a game-changing release, something, a lot of new and intuitive features based upon customer feedback from our previous versions. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you next year.